Baseball from the Lone Star State. We've got open-air baseball for you on the show. It's the Toronto Blue Jays taking on the Houston Astros.
And now,
all right, we'll be back to get this one started after this.
Houston Astros.
One out, base is empty. Here's the shortstop at the plate, Jeremy Pena. We talk about guys with good speed, and definitely he has it. But pushing the offense aside for just a second, Chris, it's the defensive side that I think the speed factors in the most.
Well, he gets to balls that get by most people at that position. Just really impressive because there's certain times the ball comes off the bat, automatically that team that hit it thinks that they've got a base hit, or they may have extra bases, and he just takes it away.
Fires over to Guerrero. 2 gone now. And we're back. Top of the second. Stepping in the long ball threat, Justin Johnson.
And every at bat's a big one for him now as he looks to keep this amazing hitting streak going.
And a foul ball. Now this one's crushed down the line. Hooking, foul ball. The line to kick the pitch. On the ground to third. And that should be extra bases. And that rolls into the corner. The throw into second. And that's a leadoff double.
When you can turn a ball around at 107 off the bat, it's going to make you feel really good inside. If he elevates that a little bit more, it's definitely out of here. Runner in scoring position now, and a good opportunity to push across the first run of the ballgame.
Now it's Jansen to hit. Kicks and fires. And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes. 1 away.
Well, he didn't get the call on the mound the pitch before. Felt like he should have had him looking, I think. But, you know, that's good composure right there. He found a way to come back with another good pitch to get him to swing and miss.
Now batting Max Kepler. That's towards center. Moving under it. And he makes the catch. 2 away now. And now it's Dalton Varsho.
The left fielder, number 25.
Runner at second, 2 down. Here at the top of the second. Popped up left side. Makes the catch, and that'll do it. A double in the inning, but they leave him stranded. Now to the bottom of the second. No score. So first and second with 1 gone. Christian Bethancourt up next for the Astros. This is a guy who is very highly regarded defensively. Fun to watch him control stuff behind the plate. Good game caller. Good at framing, but it's that big arm that really stands out.
Yeah, and because he's got the big arm, he pays attention to the running game and is sure to manage it.
On the ground right side, 4, 6, 3 double play, and the inning is over.
Well, the second baseman made that one look easy. Great feed to the shortstop. Shortstop completes the play. They get out of a jam, and they end the inning.
Now batting, second baseman, Justin Johnson.
And first offering is fouled off. The pitch. Fly ball down the line. This has got a chance, and it is foul. That one drilled left field, and it goes just foul. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Stays alive.
Oh, having such a tough time putting him away. 6 foul balls in a row. Man, what a battle.
The 0-2. On the ground. This looks like extra bases. Around first, heading for 2. In safely. It's a double and his second hit. Well, Singy, he is locked in there.
Well, he's really slowed the game down, and it's like he's moving in full speed and everybody is a step or two behind. The way that he squared up that baseball tells me that he is seeing it like a beach ball.
So 2 down, and now for the Jays, Danny Jansen. Two outs. Here's a swing and a drive left field, and he knew it. Danny Jansen hits one out. It's 3-2.
That fastball wasn't even in the zone, and he was still able to hit it out. Wow. So impressive how he was able to go down and get this fastball, but yet get it up in the air, hit it far enough to get out of this ballpark.
So 2 away with nobody on. Now the third baseman, Zach DeZenzo. The 0-1. On the ground, right side, Johnson. The throw to first, third out. Nothing doing there for Houston, but they still lead at 3-2.
Now batting, second baseman, Justin Johnson.
Your pitch, right deep. Oh, here you go.
Fought off foul.
So glad these ballparks have installed the netting to protect the fans, keep things safer all around the league.
And that one fouled off.
These hitters like this that have so much power, look forward to seeing them hit the ball a long way. But if you're in the stands, or you're in a broadcast booth, or you're a writer, better keep your eye on the game.
Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. With the tying run on at first, and we're in the top half of the 6th. Hammers that one deep left field, and forget it. And that should quiet this home crowd. Home run number 10 on the year. It's 4-3. And that's his 5th straight game leaving the yard.
And Boog, if he goes a game or two without hitting a home run, he's going to feel like he's going to get sent down to the minor leagues. Well, I'm sure there's a big grin on his face right now, Boog. He's probably had some of those that didn't stay fair, but off the bat, it looked like it was going to bend foul. Was able to keep.
So digging in, Christian Bethancourt. Tied at 4. Hit on the ground, might be 2. Over to Bichette. And that's 2. So they get 1 run. 2 hits. 1 was a home run. No errors and no one left on. 7th inning coming up, and we are tied 4-4. Two outs, runner on first. Justin Johnson next up for the Blue Jays. Got to be careful with a slugger like this because he can turn it into. Oh, now this one's high and deep, way back there, on its way, gone. Another homer. His 2nd home run of the game, and they add a pair. It's 7-4. That's their 4th home run of the game.
They can't stop, and they won't stop hitting home runs in this one, Boog. They're clearly feeding off of each other at the dish. Love to see a hitter aggressive on the first pitch of an at-bat. You watch him from the on-deck circle, so when you step in the box, you're ready to pull the trigger wherever it's at. Really good job by the hitter. Total conviction on that swing.
And stepping in for the Astros, Jake Myers.
Oh, an interesting situation. One swing you can tie up the ball game, but if you're patient and work a walk, then you bring the game-winning run to the plate.
Hard hit, right side. Tosses to first. 1 out, bottom of the 9th.
That's a huge defensive play in the late stages of the game. It might not be the most challenging we've seen today, but after 4 wins in a row, you start to think a little bit that you're on a roll, and that's the momentum that just takes on a life of its own. Players start hitting up and down the lineup. You never know who's going to come up with the big hit, who's going to come out of the bullpen and get the big outs, but it's a good feeling, and you want to extend it.
Fans, our final line score tonight. First for the victorious Blue Jays, 7 runs, 8 hits, no errors. They left 1 runner on base.
Justin Johnson next up for the Blue Jays.
Justin Johnson.
Come on, here we go.
Lined into left center. Should be extra bases. Runner around third on his way to the plate. He will score and they take the lead. 1-0. Safely into second. He's got a double.
Got a fastball, middle of the plate, jumped all over it. Absolutely smoked that ball.
Danny Jansen to hit here.
It's early, but these at-bats can impact the game just as much as they do later. Here's a chance to set the tone early for your team.
The pitch. Oh, can't pick it up cleanly. Throw to first for the out as the run comes in from third. Runner at third, 2 gone. Max Kepler at the plate. Johnson at third with 2 away.
He's given up a couple of runs, but the pitch count really not as high as you would think. Might be able to get through this one under 25 pitches.
They limit the damage here. But 2 runs for him, and they jump ahead. Bottom half of inning number 1 coming up. Blue Jays 2, the Astros coming to bat.
Up next for the Blue Jays, the second baseman, Justin Johnson.
Hard hit, but right at him in left.
Man, he smoked that fast.
And next to hit for Houston, Corey Julks.
Get him the chase right here.
The 0-2. Ground ball right side, could be 2. Off balance feed, there's 1. Over to first, but he beats it.
Fine, let's go right here.
Now that
Johnson measures 5 feet 10 inches, only 20 years old, and he's one of the few 2-time MVPs in the league. That one down the line, and foul ball. And here it comes. Ground ball left side, could be 2. Off balance feed, there's 1. And that's 2. Nothing doing here. And now the Toronto cleanup hitter, Justin Johnson. 1 for 3. Well, in their win last game, this guy came up with 2 home runs, obviously trying to keep the roll going here in this one. This one belted, deep left field, on its way, gone! He powers that one out of here. He's up to 3 home runs in the series. It's 8-4. And just like that, his home run streak is up to 6.
Oh, he's an absolute machine, working really well at the plate right now. He just can't miss every time he swings. Well, he went up there 0-0 looking to do damage. I think he had his sights set on that pitch. He went and got it and circled the bases.
Here's the former MVP, Jose Altuve.
Up next for the Astros, the second baseman, Jose Altuve.
Hey, 1 down now, 1 down.
One down, base is empty. On the ground, right side, Johnson. On to first, and they get Altuve for the out.
Now batting, the third baseman, Corey Julks.
Corey Julks up next for the Astros. It's interesting, he plays kind of a power spot defensively, but runs pretty well. So when you're looking at that position, you're not expecting someone that has maybe above average speed, but he does.
2 down now.
And I think that skill set really upgrades the position, because when you have that kind of speed, it makes the whole team that much better.
The pitch. On the ground, right side. Fires over to Guerrero. And that is that. Astros go down 1-2-3. They're unable to make a dent in an 8-4 deficit. So up next for Toronto, Justin Johnson. He's already homered here in this one. He's not going to get cheated up there.
No, he's not. He's looking to do damage with every swing he takes.
This one drilled to left. No doubt about it as they add on more. Gone. Another homer. He's done it again. His second homer of the game. And they throw a pair on the board. It's 10-4. Singy, the ball is jumping off his bat.
Yes, it is. Tons of loud contact. Man, it's been impressive. When you win 5 in a row, the confidence just goes to another level, and you start to gain this momentum, and you think that you're never going to lose a game again because things are clicking up and down the lineup. Pitchers are pitching. The team is making the plays defensively. This is the kind of feeling. It's not going to last all season long, but you want to ride it as long as you possibly can, perhaps push it up to double digits.
Fans, our final line score tonight. First for the victorious Blue Jays, 10 runs on 10 hits. No errors. They left 9 runners on base. For the Astros, 4 runs on 8 hits. No errors. They left 9 runners on base.
Now, Justin Johnson.
The second baseman, Justin Johnson.
Hey now, Byron.
And a foul ball left side. Guerrero at second with 2 down. Now it's belted deep to left. Way out of here. Home run. A gigantic blast. That's his 5th homer of the series, and it gives him the lead in the first. It's 2-0. Singy, that's his 599th career home run.
I'm just shaking my head, Boog. I mean, that's a ridiculous amount of home runs, and he's just 1 home run away from stepping into another elite tier of power hitters.
Runner at first with 2 away. So next up for Houston, Jake Fraley.
You have to be careful throwing him breaking pitches, even in an 0-0 count. He loves going after the off-speed stuff, and he's really good at hitting it.
Two outs. To the right side, Johnson. To first, and that ends the inning. They get a run on 2 hits, no errors, and a man left. On to the second inning now from Minute Maid Park. Blue Jays 2 and the Astros 1. On to the 4th. Now it's going to be Justin Johnson.
Justin Johnson.
The pitch. And a foul ball.
Well, these Jays, to put it bluntly, need to put together more competitive at-bats, and I don't think they've lived up to their own expectations at the plate. They're swinging early, being aggressive, but 1 or 2 pitches later, the at-bat is over. That's not going to cut it if it's not resulting in hits, so they might want to be a little more selective up there.
And a pitch. Here's a swing and a drive left field, and he knew it. He leaves the yard for the 600th time in his career. And what a moment as he joins an ultra-exclusive list of the game's greatest home run hitters. We just witnessed something very special.
We really did, Boog. This is just awesome to see, and congratulations to him. To perform at the level that he has for as long as he has in order to get to this point in his career is so tough to comprehend, but it's a true testament to the work he's put in and the incredible talent he puts on display. He's really earned this.
Jeremy Pena up next for the Astros.
You got this guy. Nobody here, nobody.
Runner at first with no outs here. On the ground, 2-ball. Johnson. Off balance feed, there's one.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air, lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
Come on, let it fly right here.
Lace down the line. This looks like extra bases. Lead runner makes the turn at second. And the throw's offline, safe at third. Well, Singy, he is locked in there.
Well, he's really slowed the game down, and it's like he's moving in full speed, and everybody is a step or two behind. The way that he squared up that baseball tells me that he is seeing it like a beach ball.
Now it's Jansen to hit.
You have to stay disciplined in these at-bats. Try not to chase. A strikeout here is the last thing you want.
90 feet anyway, kid.
2 on, 1 out. In the air, left side. Fraley makes the play. Runner tags for home. Throw is offline, and he scores. It's 7-2.
Just pulled off of it a little bit right there. That front shoulder coming open instead of staying closed. If he does that, he's going to be able to go up the middle the other way with some authority instead of a fly out to left.
And now it's Dalton Varsho. Man at second. And that's too high, ball 4.
Boog, do you think you could draw a walk in the bigs if we gave you enough at-bats?
Oh, that's a good question. I think that if they gave the pitcher a false scouting report on me, yes, I think I could draw a walk. Johnson, the lead runner out at second. Varsho on at first with 2 down. DeZenzo snags it on the run. 9 men come to the plate, 4 score. Home half of the 5th coming up. Blue Jays 7 and the Astros 2. Here's Yordan Alvarez. He's a guy who does it all. With the lack of contact in today's game, this guy hits for contact, so he delivers average, but there's on base and slugging too.
Early in the count, you have to be real careful because of that power, but then if this hitter gets a strike or 2 on him, he's still very comfortable, and because he has the ability to get the barrel to the baseball, he's a threat deep into the count as well.
Right side, hard hit. Slings to first, and they get the out on Alvarez.
Fastball groove right down the middle. Usually a lot of damage done with that pitch. A hard grounder, but he wanted to get that ball.
Here's some real power at the plate. Justin Johnson. He's got a couple homers already, so can he possibly do it again?
Come on, man. Of course he can. Those 2 he hit were legit, and he looks pretty locked in right now at the dish.
Hammers that one. curling down the line and foul. That's ripped. Base hit. And that rolls into the corner. Around first and hustling for second. To second. Pulls him off the bag.
Man, he just absolutely turned on that one. Ripped it down the line. Nice job of staying in his mechanics.
One out, runner at second. And next for Toronto, Danny Jansen.
Your pitch.
Johnson leads off second with one gone in the inning. Ground ball to the right side. Tosses to the pitcher covering the bag. And they get the out. Two outs with a man at third. Now the left fielder, Dalton Varsho. To the right side, DeZenzo. Throws to first in time. Out number 3. Blue Jays held in check. And this remains a close one. It's 8-7. So 2 down, and stepping in for the Astros, Jeremy Pena. Looking to get the tying run on base. And he hits a ground ball right side. Gets it to first. And that is the third out of the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the Astros. And this one remains tight. It's 8-7. So now it's the 4-hole hitter, Justin Johnson. 4 for 4, 2 home runs and 2 doubles. That one fouled off. Other thing in this part, I mean, he could sneeze one over the left field wall into those Crawford box seats. Pulls that one foul.
Hitter's got some good opposite field power. What I like about something being hit to the right side into the outfield is that the base runner itself.
This one swung on and hit well. Way back there. See you later. And he's gone yard again. That's his 3rd home run of the game. It's 12-7. And the streak is alive. He's homered now in 7 straight.
Who does this guy think he is? Joey Votto or something? Man, that's ridiculous. He's putting on quite the show at the dish here in this one, and he's just so locked in with this swing, and he's just not missing right now. 3-homer game, man, it's so special. And I tell you what, it's a lot of fun watching him pull it off as well. But with this 6th win in a row, all of a sudden, you start to look around up and down the lineup, to your left, to your right as a player, and you say, you know what, we're good. We may have had some tough times earlier on, but this is a good team, and you start to expect this kind of play out of yourselves. We'll see if this translates into a longer winning streak than it is right now.